Thank you.
Let's start with you, Lwazi. I mean, when did the film bug bite, and when were you aware that, oh, I can make films? Yeah.
Well, the first time I went to the cinema was when I was 4 years old with my crush, and we were watching The Lion King. And that was the first that was my introduction to film. And I just thought, this is so magical. This is the coolest thing in the world. But it wasn't until about grade 11 when I put on a play at school and I sat in an audience and watched the audience watching what I had written and directed and thought, wow, they're laughing. Wow, they're gasping. They're reacting to it. And somehow the love for movies and the love for just moving people just kind of came together, and I thought, okay, this is what I'm going to study. I'm going to go and do film.
All right, so what we're watching now is your work, The State. Tell us a little bit about that.
The State is a sci-fi film. It's a short film, 24 minutes, and it's projecting 20 years into the future. And it's about this country where the land has been separated in two different societies. The population is separated in two different societies. People are loyal to the state and the rebels of the state. And it's about this young woman who's caught in between these two worlds. And basically it's about apathy amongst young people, and a call to young people to get involved in the politics of this world. There's so much that's happening. We are the future. If we're not involved, we can't sit back and complain about what's going on. We need to be active. We need to take our place. And that's basically what the film is about. It's a call to action.
All right, let's bring Karima. Karima, when did the film bug bite you?
I think that's a hard question. Probably all my life I've liked watching moving images. I think possibly at university I made a short movie on toilet graffiti, and I knew that I guess I want to make more films.
Now, some of the projects that you've worked on was Intersections Season 1. Give us a bit of highlights of some of the productions that you've worked on that stand out.
Well, speaking about Intersections 1, I think that certainly was a highlight, because I think it spoke to so many people in the country. It tried to do something new and break kind of stereotypes around many things, All
right. Are we telling enough of our own stories as South African filmmakers?
I think we are. I think, and we're seeing different kinds of stories starting to emerge, which is really great. And we're starting to think a bit more commercially, because at the end of the day, we need people to come to the cinemas and watch. And they want to escape. They don't want to watch things that are too hard-hitting. They want to enjoy cinema as well. And I think that is starting to happen, is starting to change. Obviously, you know, there's so much more that needs to happen, but we're moving in the right direction. I think credit needs to be given where it's due.
Karim, filmmakers and female filmmakers, are they making, you know, enough strides in the industry, or is the industry still very male-dominated?
I think historically it's a very white male-dominated industry. So, yeah, I think certainly there have been, there's been a lot of transformation, but I think we have a long way to go.
What's the one thing that you wish somebody would have told you about this industry before you got into it?
You need to have a very thick skin.
Yeah.
For you, Lwazi? That it's not just about, you know, I think you sit there and you think, oh, I'm going to make all these movies that are about my artistic feelings and all that. And actually, you're making, what you make is for an audience. It's not just for you. And to think about that audience and to make things that an audience will watch, because this is funded by business people who, you know, their business is rands and cents. They need to know in rands and cents, not just in your own artistic ideas.
All right, guys, thank you so much for talking to us. We've run out of time. Filmmakers, Karima, Effendi and Lwazi Mvusi speaking to us about their work as we pay tribute to women in the creative industry on this Women's Day. Let's take a night break. We'll give you the art bulletin after this. Stay with us.